Yeah, hello and welcome to the Banter Blitz show, which is almost on time. So, I still have this position on from the German show. Who else is on? Got a couple of good challenges. Hale Bob tried to play quite a bit in recent shows, and he definitely has improved not using all capital letters. So, let's play a game. Oh, I forgot to get new water. That's bad. So, yeah, probably going to go d5 now, and then we have a French advance. Huh? Why is that move even playable? What is he doing here? That looks completely wrong. Okay. Yeah, and black is lost already, I think. The well-known tactical idea, those knights, they protect each other. And this is the queen, buddy. And okay, thanks for the game. Hail Bob. Okay, who else is on? I have got the pawn holder challenge. But, nope, where is it? Here. Okay, I've got black here against pawn holder. He goes d4. I tried the Banco and I had good positions, but it was tricky. He played the e3 line. Okay, not this time. This is not the best possible opening probably against him. He's good at those complicated, somewhat murky positions. That's a weird opening though. Knight d4, e5 is an immediate loss. Queen takes knight c6, looks weird. And this is a tempo for black. Okay, so queen a4, I think classical development should be in order. Just this maybe. Or is knight b5 actually a problem? Might be. Maybe that wasn't all that great, surprisingly. Yeah, rook a8, knight c6, rook a4, knight d8, rook f4. b7, that is fine. That's fine probably. But is there anything else? I can also just move the knight. Like here, for example. Rook c4 then. Okay. Well, what does he do now? Moving with the queen, maybe, to... no. Queen b3, there's queen a5. That is an additional issue. Knight b5, rook c4, and over, I think. Okay, so here I can take... rook c4. He's getting away with this stuff. That's really terrible. That was never ever good for white. Absolutely never. And then there's b4. Yeah, whatever. Some other knight move. I mean, that is just, that cannot be good for white ever. I don't know. We know that already. I have to do something else earlier. I mean, here it's already pretty much over. Yeah, it's tough to do anything here. He played that in a somewhat weird way, but it's still bad for me. I never understand any of his moves, so I might as well just play something quickly. Never. Really never. White is still much better. And what do you want, Kramnik student? like giving tons of question marks to my moves. That's the point where I'm getting annoyed with this stuff. The position is just bad. You cannot play anything great in this here. I'm just material down, and there's no real point of making fun of me. We can play a game if you like. Sorry, this is not appropriate. Okay, well here I'm just material down. The only thing that irritates me is he takes a really long while. And this is why I'm continuing a bit. The position is of course completely lost. Tja. Basically, just wondering why he is taking so long is the thing. Queen h6, of course. Rook a4. I don't understand all this. I could have played a lot quicker. So I'm winning this on time somehow. That's very strange. He had huge time advantage and position, of course. Very weird. So I had a win. Yeah, I'm not really surprised. That can never be right here, what white did. This stuff. So e5 was winning. Oh yeah, that's neat, yeah, because here this is trapped now. Yeah, okay, so let's go for a new game. So who is on? Matutev is a new opponent. So let's play. I can do this again. And go for b5. a4. This is an interesting line with a4. And now bishop b5. White oftentimes is sacrificing the d pawn. Okay. Now you can also just go d6 and e5. Okay, so it's a very close position here, and I have an idea to play on the king side, knight d8, g6, knight g7, and in the meantime I'm not so sure what white is doing because the queen side he cannot open. Yeah, f5 would be nice, but I cannot play it. Have to prepare it more. Knight f6, knight g8, and then f5. This is in fact something quite commonly seen in those positions. here maybe. Then f5. Yeah, let's go f5. The diagonal here looks a little bit scary, but yeah, this is going to be tactically complicated. He almost certainly has to take. I don't think f4 is something that he can allow at the moment. I mean, currently the knight is unprotected here. Okay, I can also go back here, putting more pressure on e4. Maybe f4 was still better. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, now knight d2, I guess. He has to protect f5 a little more. Yeah, of course, that you can also play. Why not? Yeah, knight e6, yeah. Knight e6. That is actually really tough now. Take. Yeah, I think I will win e6 at the end. But it's kind of... that looks dangerous, f4. Oh my. No, he's got f4. And I just blundered the rook. Great. Yeah, I'm reading more the chat than looking at the game because I don't understand what's going on there. No, I'm sorry. I know that you didn't mean to distract me, Kremlik student. I just felt it was inappropriate to put all those question marks behind every single move that I played. I understand now that you asked a question, but so everything's okay. I don't really. I'm not offended anymore. Everything's okay. But I was a bit upset about the game anyway, because I felt I shouldn't be in this situation at all. Here I'm just a rook down. I'm trying to continue though. Somehow setting the odd problem. Maybe I can do this. Bishop to b7. Yeah, it's quite easy. He just has to move the king away. And here I could have taken e3, but maybe I should have done that actually. I mean, this is also a little bit more interesting than it was originally warranted. My bishop, I'm attacking the bishop and the rook is hanging. Okay. And no, rook takes d6. This one, okay. Okay, let's just continue. This is a really really terrible game. So here. What a game! I'm threatening Rook B1 mate. I mean, so there's still a little bit of hope here. What does he do now? There's tons of stuff hanging. Yeah, so I take this, huh? He still doesn't have Rook D1. And I'm mating. After blundering a full rook here. Amazing. Tja, always fight. Never resign. I'm hearing a strange noise every minute. I don't know. So yeah, thanks for the game, Matutev. He's probably currently throwing his mouse I don't know, out of the window or something after this weird game. Well, Matutev says well played. Oh man, no, not me. I think we both probably deserve some punishment for this game. Yeah, so J. Everett. But he's not playing. Tja, okay. Okay, so maybe a little bit later we can always challenge again. So Bordeaux is on. Let's play Bordeaux. Can I play a game without blundering a rook or stuff like that? That would be nice in the meantime. Maybe I should play something extremely solid and classical, like a Queen's Gambit declined. Yeah, this is what I need. Oh, okay. And then you get the Catalan of all openings. I had that early b3. I recently saw this in a game. No, I'm not doing two games in one session. Against the same opponent, I mean. So I have a closed Catalan here. White has somehow readjusted everything. Maybe I should have played the bishop to a6. This is often the more interesting way of playing this position. Okay. He's going to go for e4 quite clearly. It's a little bit inconvenient, this position. Let's have a Nighthawk. Yeah, I can try in the game after that. Yeah, that is a good move. I was intending to go some like b5. But okay. There's someone in the chat saying tuck. Doesn't tuck mean thank you? Or thanks, something. Yeah, d5. Can you play knight e4? I don't think this is a good structure after he takes. I'm kind of unsure how I do this. Bordeaux is playing well here. However, at some moment you probably have to go e4. He never played. He doesn't like this, it seems. Now I can go b5. As he's on the c file, and maybe I can get some activity. Oh, he takes it. This is nice, because now I'm getting some activity all of a sudden. I mean, I don't know, I don't think my position was terrible or so, but it definitely was passive. And now I'm all of a sudden gaining lots of activity here. He likes to trade. Maybe I can. Knight g4 is extremely crude, but where else? Yeah, the knight doesn't really have anything else, anywhere else to go to. Yeah, take this. Queen c1, that would be would be fitting. How does he cover f2? Probably not. I just get f2 here. Okay, so knight c6 coming. Anyhow, I'll take it. No, Chava, I don't have that book yet, the new quality chess book on the Queen's Gambit Declined. I have it ordered, but it did not arrive today, probably tomorrow. So f6 probably. Get him to take on c8. Knight c6. I wonder. A7 is hanging. Is knight d3 an idea? Putting the bishop in the corner. There's nothing wrong with keeping it for the moment there. This is a double attack. Okay, but this is still hanging. I cannot keep b4. That's a little bit annoying. But I can start with this, huh? Can start with this. And the bishop to b5. Cannot take b4 now as b2 is attacked. Okay, so now grab this. Yeah, two huge pawns that I won. Okay, so probably put this onto an active square and go from there. Here we go again. Oh, I take this. I won all the center pawns. That's nice. For d4. Yeah, knight c3 was also strong already. Yeah, and Bordeaux resigns. Yeah, something went wrong there when he allowed b5. I think before that white was very comfortable. Yeah, thanks for the game, Bordeaux. I think there was somebody that I did not know. User and I've played Meebo. Played him before. J. Everett. I think this is one I accepted earlier and then he was not around, maybe. Let's stick with e4, but I'm currently trying to learn a little bit. Okay, I can go for an open Sicilian once in a while. Bishop b5 is more my forte, but so mainline, a mainline dragon, and yeah, black here has to be extremely precise, not getting wiped out quickly. We'll see how J. Everett fares. Okay, so he prepares this knight, prepares for knight d5. I can actually... Okay, rook c3 is an idea. Let's get this out of the position. Okay, so take this. Is he really going for b4 here? I don't know. Okay, so g5 or... Okay, g5 looks like a simple and good solution. Why not knight d5? Yeah, because I thought it isn't that great. Takes on d2. It's nothing special, I thought. But you might be right. I mean, it's just like I'm not very familiar with the dragon position, so it's very much possible that I did not evaluate this correctly. So, what to do here? b4 takes, queen takes. Yeah, I wondered if this is good. Simply improving the position a little bit. Or this one actually. Why not? Threatening to take queen d5. b4 is extremely, it is quite slow. Really? Queen h2, there was knight h5. I wasn't quite sure that this helps. I think bishop b5, check here, and then knight c6 is quite good for white actually. I don't think this line is so great. I've tried it once with black. It's a good line to play like for a win at all costs, but I have some doubts about the objective merit. Yeah, here I think white should be in good shape. I have knight d5 now coming up. Let's say b4, knight d5, and this pin, queen on queen, is, it looks tricky. Yeah, the dragon is tough to play, really. Yeah, I'm thinking because I have this, it's probably easier. Yeah, I'm taking a8 with a check no matter what. And now I can take the second rook. I just wonder if there's something quicker. Rook d6 threatens mate. That should probably be quite good. But nothing wrong with being 2 rooks up. Yeah, and J. Everett resigns. Yeah, if you want a good line against the dragon, there is this series by Jan Christian Schröder, at least in German. It is there in German language. I feel like I think he probably also recorded it in English. Yeah. It is a really nice overview of the 9 castles long variation, which is the very likely the critical thing against the dragon. Okay, so Nighthawk. Nighthawk is playing. The first person who tells me something or who tells me where Nighthawks at the diner is coming from, I will play against. Why does that work? Probably it doesn't work. So do I take this? I think this is actually an easy thing. Just take this and kill his pawn structure. Preventing bishop g5. Yeah, I think that counts. Johann Willem Möbius got it right. That's the title of a Tom Waits album. I also think it's isn't this also a painting? I'm not totally sure, but I also have the association with the Tom Waits album. Okay, this is a nice position because the bishops, white's bishops, don't do anything here. And long term, I want to break this position open with f5. Yeah, Edward Hopper, exactly. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, I think he did this painting, if I'm not mistaken. The painting is just called Nighthawks. Okay, you learn something new every day. So I'm trying to play rook a8 to e8 and then try f5. Oh, Ugh. This bishop. This is not a good bishop on b3. Okay. Yeah, this is almost all of the books are chess related. Okay, he did trade, and that gives me the pleasure sorry, the pleasure of putting all the pawns on dark squares, just for aesthetic reasons. And now the king to e7. So, yeah, knight c5 was possible. That's not a bad spot for the knight. He can actually play bishop a4, and I think he probably should do this at some point. Oh, okay, so he gets rid of one of the bishops. So on knight on e6 is very nice, yeah, covering c7 and everything. It's very aesthetic setup. And now I have a new target, the h pawn. Shouldn't pre-move that. King g2 is very much possible. No, he's not covering h2. Oh, now I got a knock on the door. Oh my god. What's going on?
Entschuldigung, ich habe schon Licht gesehen und
Dankeschön. Ich hab aber gar keinen Zettel drin gehabt.
Nee, die haben das da einfach in den Briefkasten.
Ach so, rein, alles klar.
Da habe ich gedacht, weg, das nimmst du lieber raus.
Ist besser. Dankeschön.
Ja. Gerne, schönen Abend.
Danke auch so. Okay. So, did he play? No. Yeah, thanks for the game Nighthawk. And in fact, that is the Queen's Gambit Declined book that we talked about. I just got it from my neighbor. So, somehow it did not arrive at my place. So, who else is on? Victor PD16, let's go. Or James Maskel. I haven't played James before, so let's do this. Okay, the two knight Caro. Sielecki says I haven't played with him. Okay, maybe I have to check. I mean, you're certainly right that I didn't play you, but it's a little bit lower here. The challenge. Okay, so go d4. Yeah, that's a good thing. Cromnick's Tuner. More book reviews. I tried to organize my books, but it didn't really hold on for long. I mean, I have a rough system there that opening books are a little bit separated from the training books. So the opening books, something I use for reference mostly, and what I call training books, this is what I use to prepare lessons. C5 looks like, that looks early. Like a very early opening of the position. Maybe it's still playable. I don't want taking on C5. That looks a little bit meek. Huh? Yeah, maybe you could do that. Sometimes my lack of experience in those E4, E5, in those E4 positions really shows. I sometimes clearly feel, okay, I didn't really get the best out of this, and only after later checking it, I see what I could have done better. I mean, I feel I should be okay here, but it's nothing special. James Maskel. Yeah, maybe you're right, yeah. Crumnick student's suggestion. Like castling long, bishop e3, castling long, maybe. That seems like it was an option. Cannot resist to make this noise. Ha! That actually helps people are preparing against me, right? They know that I own this book now. So I can never play d4, d5 with black. Okay, so now I have rook. Rook d1 is the idea. That looks a little bit slow. That looks a bit too slow. The thing is, he cannot go to e7. I can take on c6, play knight e4, but the queen does not have a good spot anyhow. Yeah, so it's oh wait. Bishop d3 maybe. Come on, let's no fancy stuff. Shaba asks what I think about the the knight f3 a6 queen's gambit declined. Yeah, that's interesting. It's one of those weird lines that came into fashion recently, and it's much better than it looks. And okay, I mean it is. It looks dreadful, but it is fine. Yeah, this is going to be mate, but I don't think he could have could defend this anymore. Sorry. Yeah, thanks for the game, James. I think you opened the position maybe a little bit untimely. I'm not entirely certain, but I think it is probably more appropriate to play bishop e7 and knight bd7 and so on, and then later play c5. I cannot prevent you from doing it, and maybe doing this while being better developed is stronger. But I could be wrong here, that c5 is perfectly okay. So, Sielecki. I play with white all of the time, I feel. Okay, just castles. Yeah, probably just knight f3 in this position. Not entirely sure. Sometimes even I could have maybe gone f4 also. One idea of this h3 bishop e3 is the flexibility that I still maybe have f4, or I don't decide on much yet. Okay. He wants to go e5. Maybe I can do this. It's a little bit uncommon. Yeah, I only conceded, I think, 2 draws in the shows, and this is really, really, really lucky. Yeah, bishop b5. I tried to make it more difficult for him to play e5. However, I just recognize if he goes e5, I take on c6, he might take on d4. Maybe. Oh, d5. I did not have this on the radar at all. I guess e5 looks good. Ah, there's talk about Ostrovsky's show on Friday. What does he do? It's does he do one of the Blitz shows, or I think he also did this a training show. Okay, I'm trying to gain control over c5. The move h5, I think, is a little bit questionable because he could be in trouble playing f6 after that. f6 is usually needed in such a position to get some scope for the g7 bishop, and it's tough to play f6 when you have h5 played, as then g6 is so weak. So that looks a little bit tough. It's a bit inconvenient here for black. Yeah, that's also a possibility, to do the Blitz games but do a brief analysis afterwards. I sometimes rarely point out the odd thing, but I don't want to do it regularly in the show, simply to give more people the opportunity to play. So I keep it brief. Yeah, he still goes f6, which is understandable. But again, it has some problems potentially. Okay, so take and go to here. Oh, he took with the pawn. Yeah, anyhow, knight c5 is probably my move, no matter how he takes. So what's now? What's on now? The knight looks good. Does he want to take on h3? Looks unlikely. I'm trying to play bishop f4 and then later, trying to play against the e4 pawn. So bishop f4 is possible, attacking c7. Yeah, if black sacrifices, I think I take it, queen takes and f3. I can also go f3 now. I'm kind of tempted because he is moving away. Yeah, come on. He's moving away so many pieces. Yeah, here I thought the bishop coming to d4 is so strong. It's hard to believe that black is able to survive this kind of pressure. c3 was to protect the d4 pawn. I wanted to get more stability for d4 and so on, so that I can move the queen and attack e4 more conveniently. Okay, now this is on d4. Right, that's right. I have to play Johann Wilhelm Möbius because he had the Tom Waits reference correct. Sure, I will do that right after this game. Oh, still have a couple of checks. Oh, okay, come on. I know, it's a little bit dry, but I know I'm winning after being a rook up in an ending. Okay, thanks for the game, Smulik. So, Johann Wilhelm Möbius is one of the challenges low on the list because he challenged me back then in the German language, so. And I need to win this. I lost last week. So, how do I play? Come on. Play something else entirely. Ever seen this move? It is playable. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. See, now I'm a tempo up compared to a regular Caroline. Almost. Yeah, white is of course super solid. It's very difficult to be better or so with black in the Caro-Kann after a couple of moves. Stefan Gronsfeld asks, I don't play in Belgium anymore. Well, I usually don't, no. King e2, that's a funny move. Yeah, come on, let's retreat this. Being ambitious, yeah, why not? Knight g4 maybe. Don't know if this is good though. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Knight g4 maybe, but kind of feel like I'm overlooking stuff here. And let's play it. You can probably just go h3. I mean, I thought queen f6 after h3, but this looks so weird. Like I feel I'm making some kind of mistake there. But maybe. Yeah, queen f6, does that work? It's too funny not to play it, actually. Maybe this is complete nonsense, yeah, and he plays, I don't know, queen e4, so that's actually a good move, yeah, queen to e4. If he listens to the show, g5. He's got queen e4. Okay, but here I can take, yeah. And be a pawn up. Or not. Did I blunder? Oh, knight h5. Ah, knight h5. Queen f5, g4, queen c2, check. Wow. Just about works. I just have the just about this check, yeah. Okay, I still have some development issues, of course. I cannot go knight d7. But okay, knight a6. Let's put this onto c5. That's a really good knight there. And if he threatens like queen g4 or so, I always have queen g5, so that looks okay. He still controls the d file, of course. Maybe this for rook d8. Yeah, that looks fine. To see, maybe he wants to trade off this knight. This is an interesting situation, actually. Oh, I cannot really do that. I'm okay with the d4. I mean, knight e4 blunders a rook. If he takes, again, he cannot play it. It's difficult to get it in. Okay, so here, just take. He still cannot take a5 or anything. f5 is an interesting move the whole time. Okay, he's threatening mate, of course. f6. I can just do this. I can just do this, of course. Yeah, and after queen e1, trade. I just have the ending with a clear advantage. I've got the active knight also, and his knight is a little bit off. Yeah, thanks for the game, Johann Wilhelm Möbius. So, theoretisch, risky rook. Let's go, risky rook. What is the risky rook intending to do to me? I can take the knight, of course. Yeah, I didn't even see that. I was just thinking. I was just thinking I win the ending, but of course the knight was just hanging. Okay, the risky rook. Oh, that is very risky. In fact, he opens up the position very, very quickly. Yeah, the black has played almost exclusively pawn moves. I will open it up here as quickly as possible. Wow. H6 is really slow. No. Queen takes, get another piece into the game. Yeah, black's development issue is not improving. He's still in the middle here, in the center, with the king. The rook is on e1, and if he castles, I'm going to take on h6. Not good. The move a6 here is actually not as terrible as it looks if black captures with the d-pawn, like the d-pawn. Okay, yeah, he says ouch. Yeah, it's a bit of an ouch. Okay, so I can take here. Yeah, queen f6 wins everything back, but this is stronger. Rook e5, bishop g5. Naja, it wins. I don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Bishop g4, queen h4 at least wins wins easily. Maybe there was something quicker, but this is, I think, ending in a quick mate. Yeah, thanks for the game, Risky Rook. Yeah, the development. Yeah, you have to get some development going. This is a lot better actually. And like this, intending e5 is somewhat okay for black even. Okay, thanks for the game, Risky Rook. Theoretisch Carlo Williams Carlos. Carlo Williams Carlos. That's a funky name, and it earns. Yeah, it. I'm taking this challenge. Did I play him before? Nope. Okay, let's go e5 again, staying within classical grounds. g3. Yeah, this is an interesting line. I'm just developing and centralizing my pieces. So this was in anticipation of Rook b1. Yeah, Bishop e6, Queen d7. That looks all very, very normal. So is he going f4? Very likely. Sorry, very likely he is. F4 is irritating. Okay, I need to move the rook in the future, so let's go b6. I'm not actually sure what I do if he goes f4 here. Taking knight takes looks a bit awkward. Probably I just stay. Oh. Didn't expect that to happen. Maybe he can actually take and play d4. And it looks extremely anti-positional, but it might just win material. Yeah, d4, d5. Okay, but rook d8, yeah. Rook d8. Yeah, I think it's okay for me. I did not really see it before, but yeah, I think I'm okay. I'm threatening to take on c4 and he cannot really unpin the queen. I don't see how. Yeah, here I can just take on c4. This is probably stronger. Yeah, threatening bishop e2, bishop g3. Take it. Not immediately winning. Maybe this move. Attacking b1 and putting additional pressure on e2. Yeah, looks okay. It feels like I should have something stronger than this. But I mean, there's definitely no reason to complain. Yeah, here I have bishop d5, threatening mate on h1. No, he had to do this, I think. And now drop this back and get rook takes d4 into the mix, or bishop takes d4. Yeah, win d4. Rook takes or bishop takes, is that important somehow? Maybe. Sorry, my voice is a little bit off. It's got rook e2 somehow. Okay, let's just take this. It's probably the easiest. Oh, I completely forgot that this move is also on. I have no mate. What a shame. Okay, this is actually a little trap. If he goes queen b3, I take rook e1, and that's mate on h1, or he loses the bishop. Yeah, I probably could have taken with the rook. It's very much possible. Okay, so got the mate here on h1 at the end. Giving up the light squared bishop was the issue here for white. If it doesn't work tactically, then it's not a good choice to give up the strong bishop. So, yeah, Benitez is my opponent. Benitez, Javier Benitez. And I'm not sure if I win. I might get 2,800 again. On the other hand, he might not play at all. Now he does. Let's see. It's a 3-minute game, so oops. D6, yeah. Interesting. C4. I think against this you fianchetto. Okay, interesting. The C4 line. I recently saw this in some game. Don't remember what game. Okay, I'm going to just play for F5. Not being too subtle here. Maybe bishop g5 to irritate me, but I can just play f6. Okay. Maybe this is not a bad trade. What you wonder here is about this bishop on a4. It's a little bit odd there. Okay. That's more of a King's Indian position than anything else. And now he trades. Yeah, well, this is not really very scary. Yeah? I got Rook d8 coming, and the knight on h5 makes perfect sense in just in such a position for knight f4. It's got bishop b6 coming up. No, there is no particular reason why the Worrell attack is not played. I mean, black is probably equalizing against it, but it's not like it's terrible or anything. For those who are wondering what the Worrell attack actually is, this is Queen e2 in the Rui. Okay. Here. He plays this okay. Really did. Trying to regroup a little bit. The Worrell attack is probably a good secondary line in the Rui if you play something else. I mean, you can also play it regularly. It's not like there's anything wrong with it. It's just that maybe it's not good enough for using it extensively. Okay, I don't like this position, really. I have not lost a single game in this whole session. And this looks critical. Knight c4. Wow. Really trouble here. And I have no time. Shoot. This is a friggin' 3-minute game. Shoot. I lose this bloody game. Cool. Yeah, I mean, he played really well, so I'm not completely, let's say, angry or anything, but it is, yeah, still bad to end with such a game after a very successful session. Oh, okay, and that's it with the 2800 ideas. Now I really played this badly, really badly. Yeah, good game. Schnietz did a good job there. I think it was equal for the most part of it. I think roughly here I must be okay. After that, not so much. So thanks for yeah, come on, let's do one one funky game at the end. Let's not pre-move. One bullet game against Olaf. I also absolutely did not see that my time was so low. Yeah, that's bullet chess. Go for the king immediately. Oh. Oh. Oh, bishop d4 coming. That looks critical. Okay, now it doesn't look so critical. At least I'm not blundering stuff. Yeah, Olaf changed his nick. I didn't even know that this was possible. Yeah, so I'm trying to activate the knight and it somehow worked. But it's not clear that I've gained all that much. Oh, now I've gained a pawn. And a pawn is a lot here. Could have taken c6. Would have been a little bit easier. Okay. So, okay guys, thanks for watching, thanks for the game Graf von Pahlen, and I'll be back next week with the German and English Banter Blitz show. Thanks for watching, bye bye.